talk about.
It's quite poor. Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Ian J. Cole and this is a series of videos about how to learn to play the ukulele. This is lesson 4, so if this is the first time that you've been here, all of the other lessons are linked down below. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be looking at some additional chords and playing the first part of a 2-section blues song. Now you can download a chord chart for the whole song from a link down below, and let's have a look at these chords. Now the first chord is an E minor, and so the E minor starts with your first finger on the 2nd fret, 1st string, and we then bring the 2nd finger over to the 3rd fret, and the 3rd finger comes over to the 3rd string, and it sounds like that. Now the thing about this is, it's when you're beginning to learn to play a ukulele, it's one of the sort of slightly harder chords because you're using all three fingers. When we come on to section B, we do what's something called a bar chord, but we're going to get into that in a couple of weeks' time. So that's our first chord. Now, as I've said before, playing the chord isn't necessarily the hardest thing. Changing to the next chord is the hardest thing. Now what we need to do here is we need to change to an A minor. Now the A minor is quite an easy chord to play because it's just a single first finger right over here and it's that. Okay, and the way that it works is we play that for 2 bars. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you go back to the E. So that's something to practice, is that going from the E to the A. I'm having to hold the ukulele further up than I would, but so normally it would be down here. So here's the E, change to the A, and back again. Now here's a slight tip. When you first start to learn these chords, we can use what's called an anchor finger. So if we get the first finger in and then bring the other 2 over, so ideally we want to play the chord like that straight away. Now the good thing about this slow blues song is we've actually got quite a bit of time after playing the A. So if we're going 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, you've got quite a bit of time to get that chord in and lead that finger, the first finger followed by the 2nd and 3rd finger there. The 3rd chord that we have to learn in this section is another 3-fingered chord, and that is the D major chord. And the D major chord is at the 2nd fret. There's a couple of ways of playing it. You will occasionally see some people playing it with 1 finger, but they're having to lift up this so it's there. So it depends how much your index finger bends. So it is quite possible to play it like that. It starts to look quite cramped around here because the frets are not very big, but there's the same chord. So 1, 2, 3, all on that 2nd fret. And if you look at the chord chart, you'll be able to see how that's played. What you need to practice with this is those changes. So going from the E to the A minor, and then going from the E to the D. And then to the, now the only other change is the D major to the A minor, which is actually quite easy, because if we're playing the D there, all we do is lift off the second and third finger and we've got our A minor. I'm now going to play the music of section A through, and it will play through twice, which is what it will do normally. The way the song normally goes is it plays through twice, plays the B section, which is where it goes from an E minor to an E major section. We'll cover that in a couple of weeks, and then it goes back and plays the first section again. But all we're going to do at this point is I'm going to play through so that you can practice the first E minor section, and it'll play through twice. So I hope you found that useful. Don't forget you can download a chord sheet for this piece of music. You can also, if you join my Patreon group, you can get access to the whole piece as one complete song, which will be available through there. And Patreon starts as little as £1 a month. And I'll see you in the next video. So thanks so much for watching. Cheers. Bye bye.